thinking too much is a disease. In the past, have been trying to be too much critical, which I copying from this will be reflection of Eroistic-Ke. Forget to say to announce something, updates, everything else, to choose the new anime to reflect. Have been for a long time been faking myself, been deceiving myself into thinking that it is because I think it's too cool to be critical. But my brain is not the brains of critical thinking. My brain is the brain of delusional, brain of nothingness, delusional. My way of thinking is not about the way of critical thinking. This is not what I think most of the time. So I, for a long time, been trying to be critical about the anime, and it's painful because I also copying from the others people, which a Thai YouTuber, which I watched before to be critical to review about the anime. The guy called which everyone's in that country know about him to be one of the most indeed smart person, or a person that, like, there's only one person who review anime that I have known real of watching him and stuff. His name is ANIBON. In this is the channel name, or Bobo, which is a Thai YouTuber. If you are a Thai people, you're probably knowing him. So I give the credits to this guy. I've been copying his style all the time, despite the fact that I hate copying. I hate people copying me, or I copying people. But I have to accept that the best of everything is come from copying. If you're not copying, then, like, I am not angry if you're copying anyone else, copying me, copying something. It is the base of everything. It needed to be copied and to be upgraded by individual. And my minds for a long time think that being critical is cool. That's why I say in reasons. But the core of the humanity, as my belief does, is not the fact that critical thinking is used in the critical time. And when I use the critical thinking, it is tired my mind. I'm so tired of trying to find something that I don't even care about. So stop trying to be critical. Stop trying to be reasonable at this point on. Stop giving the scores. Been trying to be critical. It was come out as a pretentious kids ranting about kaiji. This guy is and trying to stimulate the discussions, and it come out as trying to talk about the bigger anime. It's true to find people to discuss about the anime. and it's been seems seen as like um, this anime um, is not for you. Have been a lot of hate, have been a lot of the discussions of the fact that this anime is not for you. Then I can being critical about kaiji, I can being critical about the anime that people like a lot. So and got a lot of hate rather than really serious discussions of why I like that anime, or why why do you think that I was wrong about that anime? Why do you think that um I hate that anime, I like that anime, blah blah blah? Is it because I'm interested in its themes? And when I reply to someone like that, the ego, the like that those words, see my first video of kaiji, like in the comment sections, it's not about like it the words are not, the comments are not seems like um they hate on me, but the way that they reply someone that suddenly reply something about all the thing, saying like uh kaiji, saying like it's comments like some unrelated thing. Then when I reply comments like blah blah blah, then if you are not think like this, then this anime is not for you. This is not an art forms, this is the object for us to believe in. It is not the thing that I could I could be critical on. I could say something. Then after that, um it was silence, the discussing, no one trying to stimulate the discussions, so I can't talk about the bigger anime anymore because it would trigger the hatred instead. So I am talking about the anime that less being famous, less being the anime that uh like less less of famous, less people talking about it and trying to stimulate discussions in that those anime instead. Less than 7.7, less than 50k which change, and so no one comments for like months now. I just don't know what to do with being critical anymore. So it just again changed to being, stop being critical, stop giving the score, stop doing anything anymore that just talk about the anime in terms of my own fun. Uh, and the thing is, seems like the anime is not for me anymore. A lot of the people in the community of the anime, or the world indeed, is the lexical thinking people who has which is from the digital shot, blah blah blah, a long history about the people who has the lexical thinking that has to try hard to um, blah 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 in the community, that has to do something big in order to them first to satisfy themselves. And I can't even like say I upload the shitty covers for the anime for fun. I got unsubscribed. Um, just saying the cases that maybe didn't exist before. I upload shit that um has the bad quality of mic, um dude, because I am poor and don't even have the money to buy mic, and got a comment like, dude, um are you okay? Buy the mic first. And blah blah blah. The internet became more. At first, I think the internet became a place where we could find something of the same interest talking about it, but the internet is not those kind of place. It is more darker. It is darker. It is not a place that you could make mistakes. It is a place where it was serious. Everyone serious. Everything serious. Um, and became something that I just became more and more distant from, more and more don't understand, more and more incomprehensible. And like being critical is also a part that I can't really make a mistakes about. I can have the freedom to talk about, because although it claimed to be have this world came to conclusion that we should have free speech, but then think about it. If you make a mistake about something, then it is a place where um, your life may end. Everyone just trying to correct about, just like it is not a place where, not a place where the free speech. It is not a free speech. It is a speech that you try to guess what you could be say that is not to upset anyone. And so it became just a little bit of sucking. SULK, sucking. I don't know if that was is correct anymore. I'm suck at English, suck at Thai language, suck at Thai language more, because it's hard for me to understand it. But I don't know. I can't understand it anymore about being critical. And so I copying the critical stuff from others people, talk about it already. The thing about okay, another thing is that I will stop giving the score to the anime, of course, because I stopped being critical already. So giving the score is meaningless. Try to talk more about being the talk more about being more of trying to guess what is this anime, like being a normie, like, and back to being a normie, back to being a baby, like watch the anime. Oh, what is that? What is this? Trying to guess what will happen in the future, talking about it, and hopefully just not being critical, and eventually find someone who just purely talk about the anime and not about the other thing, about the hatred, about my mic, about the fact that I'm not serious enough, because I'm stopped being serious anymore about this, and shortening the videos, right? So what do you mean by shortening the videos? The fact that I try to shortening my speech, not talk much about reasonable stuff. just talk shit in terms of being more shutters, the video being more shutters, everything being more shutters, blah blah blah. This, like, the ranting right now is because of the fact that I am having a breakdown because of my mental states. I just met my therapy. I don't. It's not therapy. It's doctor, not therapy anymore. It's doctor about the the uh, the mental states, the mental stuff. I don't know what it's called. Forgive me for any mistakes. Uh, like the medical stuff, the like mental state stuff, and because of chronic depressions and panic attack, and my head is gonna explode. Blah blah blah. Having a lot of problem with my freaking mental states. So forgive Ness if it's not to anyone liking, except it. And I mean, I need to I accept if anyone hatred, because I just have a lot of the cannot think clearly. But the fact that this is now the sections for talking about the next one, choose the new anime, so the times comes, need to upload, blah blah blah, so can't be really choosy, really can't be choosing the time for thinking. I might say a lot of the unrelated stuff, might stop a lot, might being so digress. So about it, stop being critical, let me think around if I talk about it. Talk about stop giving the scores, talk about the all round thing stuff. Why am I not being critical already? And new styles, new shit. Okay. So increase to 50K to the 50K people, because it's too less to have, like, the anime and the person's having a lot of the people who watch anime more. 10K just have a lot of people who's like one or two anime only in one season, which is too least to not too less of the anime to reflect. So in the the last 5 anime means the fact that I may close Eroistic-Ke if I reach this 5 anime to reflect next, because as say before, I start to distancing myself from the community too, so much starting to not really feel as strongly about the anime. I now know why a lot of people doesn't feel the same about the anime anymore. The community became so less of discussing about the anime and more of topics that revolve around the anime, but not actually the anime itself that they're passionate in. Or maybe, but I think I've only received something that, for the first time that I've come to the industry of the anime, I feel like, oh, this community is just passionate and it's just trying to talk about it, trying to talk about something that that is that they actually passionate in. But and I have received a lot of information regarding it, and for and when the time slowly passed, I still thought about it the first time I've come to the community and think that it was still wonderful. But in reality, it is the same. Nothing is. It is not like the gaming community. It is not like the other community where the community slowly upgrade, slowly talking more and more. But in the anime community, it's just talking less and less about the anime, talking about anime, talking about the anime that um uh talking about the same anime over and over again. And I've reached the point where the community is just not welcoming to me. Kind of sad. People would talk about the thing, talk about the video. That, like, people that still talk about something that is at least watchable. Is that the fact that people talking about the people who the a person talking about a person who is talking about the anime onto the YouTube. Basically, a person talking about a YouTube channel rather than talking about the anime itself, and and a person goes into talking about a person, the drama about the community, instead of rather than talking about the anime itself, which and a person who is actually talking about the anime is a person that I'm not talking about it, that may talk about the anime from 10 years before, may talk about the anime. Most of them is talking about anime. I am not negative about anyone in this regards, but just saying what to see, like what I've seen. Talk about the anime from 10 years before, which is not wrong, but and talking about the same anime over and over again, which I know, but I move on to talking about the new anime instead. And people who talk about the new anime, I don't want to be negative about anything, but people who talk about the new anime mainly is not of really serious about connecting each elements, really not like it's not their fault. It's just that the fact that I'm wrong. Everything here I'm wrong. It's just the fact that I want to find something serious about, and I can't. Maybe, and some person who talk about the new anime that really serious about is like talk I mean by serious is the fact that picking whole elements of the anime, talking about and talking about it, everything that they've seen, really everything that they really have seen, not just the tidbit of it, what they just feel just 1 minute and then go. The anime is just one anime is just 24 minutes per episode. There needs to be something more, maybe. It's just my delusional shit. I'm wrong about everything here. And choosing the new anime to analyze. The anime that gonna choose is from fall 2022, less than 50K. Less than 50K and less score less than 50K, and the scores needs to be less than 7. Okay, so in the season 4 2022, I've already been reflecting Human Bagdekaku, West Rock, Fast Rock the animation. What is this? West Rock the animation already. Say this verse only reflecting the anime of TV animation of that have 20 minutes, blah blah blah. That like the thing you know. Okay, like not opening this for so long. Let me see if it's Futoku no Kyo. Like a lot of people like Futoku no Kyo. I don't know why, but it's not 50K. 50K say have the can't call it more than 50K. Not reflecting only new anime, new TV anime. Forgot to say, this is also important to the rules, the regulation, the ways to Yonin wa sore sore also was cute. Also left like this is 4 episode. I don't know if I should reflecting this. And the score is 5. Wow. So the two anime that I'm reflecting 100% sure is Uji no Shisho wa Shippukanai, Yonin wa Sore Sore Uso wa Suku. No Yamada Susume, because like the anime that lists in my emails doesn't have any of the like anime of the before, but it be spins off or anything else. Like the new anime, really new anime. Maybe Seiken Densetsu and stuff, which we check again if there is. There's something that one and another one Aru Asadami. Like this is the first time that I've seen these things. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm reflecting all this season, and then if I see if I close Eroistic-Ke. The next anime that would be reflecting is called Eternal Boy. Like the visual is just quite of a quite pulling me in though. And so finish already about the timers and stuff, and because my sessions is 25 minutes to everything else, so finish the shitty rendering